If you're still planning your YouTube content week by week, you're probably stressed, inconsistent, and leaving money on the table. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I plan an entire year of content in 4 hours. And yes, I'm giving you the template completely free. Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I'm Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips and more. And if you are serious about making 2026 your best YouTube year yet, then you need to watch this entire video. Because here's the thing, most creators are flying by the seat of their pants. They wake up on Sunday morning going, oh no, what am I going to film this week? Sound familiar? Well, I used to do the same thing until I discovered this planning system that literally changed everything. So grab a notepad, open that laptop, because we're planning your whole year together. Now let me tell you 3 reasons why planning your year in advance is a game changer. Now reason number 1, it eliminates decision fatigue. When you're planning annually, you make content decisions once when you're energized and it's deliberate. Not every week when you're tired and stressed. You know exactly what you're doing each month. Number 2, it allows for deliberate content curves. You build momentum and you can create a series. You can plan around seasons and holidays, include random videos. You're building a cohesive body of work that compounds every time. And number 3, it positions you for sponsorships. Brands want to work with organized creators who can tell them, yes, I have 3 Q2 videos that will be perfect for your product. Having the content calendar makes you look and act professional. So that's why. Now let's get into the how. I'm going to walk you through my exact 4-step framework. Now this is what takes 4 hours but gives you clarity for the entire year. Your main topic categories. Now for me, my first one is organization of YouTube. The second is organization of content. And number 3 is time management for creators. Now, that's it. 3 pillars. Everything I create fits into one of these categories. Your pillars should be specific enough to establish expertise, broad enough for dozens of video ideas, aligned with what your audience wants, topics you actually enjoy talking about. Now don't pick 10 pillars because 3 to 5 max. Focus creates growth. Now step number 3. Now we're zooming in. For each quarter, assign a theme. Yes, a theme. Here's my approach. Now, Q1, January through March, is the foundation. Help people set up systems. Q2, April to June, optimization. Help them improve efficiency. Q3, July through September, advanced techniques, go deeper. Q4, October to December, sustainability, help them avoid burnout. See the curve? It's a journey. Your viewers grow with you throughout the year. Think about your niche. What journey did you want to take your audience on? Now map it in quarters. Now step number 4. Finally, get specific. Within each quarter theme, create monthly topic clusters. For example, in my Q1, the foundation quarter, January is planning and setting up systems. February is file content organization. March is analytics and optimization basics. Then within January, I list out 4 to 5 specific videos ideas that fit planning and setup. This is where you fill in actual video topics. But here's the key. You're not scripting them yet. You're just mapping ideas for the month. By the end of this step, You should have 40 to 50 video ideas mapped across 12 months. Now, number 3. Now let me show you the tools I use. Now I'm going to share my screen so now that you can see what I use. Okay, what I use is Excel spreadsheet. And what I start off doing first is I go in and I count how many weeks are in that month or the year, and how many of them will I be putting a video on. I try to make sure that I take out all the holidays, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, and with me I also take out the Super Bowl and the basketball playoff final because I am a basketball nut. So I have all the dates in all the way down to December. So all the dates are here for every Sunday that I'll be doing a video. Then of course I have to put in how many videos that is in total, and in total is 47 videos for the year for me. Okay, then next I put in my title category. I put in let me restate that. I put in the columns date, video number, title, the category, the difficulty level, the hook if I have one up already, and sometimes I do, it depends on where I'm going. The status of the video, whether it's uploaded or not, I put it here. I put the script if it's done, if it's been filmed, if it's been edited, do I have the thumbnail, and then my metadata, meaning my view count on that video. At least that's what I do for me. Now what I do is once I started planning and I had my theme for each quarter, then that's when I started coming up with my topics. Now the categories here, I have them separated by month, but I'm going to separate them by the category. Now like I have my organization content, and then I have my organization of YouTube, and then I have my time management. Now the reason why they're in different colors, because the different colors on this spreadsheet represent the difficulty level. Let me put that back. Okay. Now I have my difficulty levels as immediate. Well, we start off with beginner, intermediate, and then we have intermediate, advanced, and advanced. Now they're all a different shade of color just for me so I can keep up with them on my chart. So each month, as the theme is set up, each one goes along with the theme for that quarter. Now I want to share with you my themes for it. That way you understand where I came from. Now for each quarter, I gave each quarter a theme, and within the themes I have content strategies or topics that I need to speak on under that theme. Now for quarter 1 is foundation and focus, and then under it I have focus on setting up systems and workflow, organization of planning of content, getting started tutorials, framework and template creation, goal setting and planning videos. Now I go down for each quarter and I have what my theme is and what my subcategories are. Okay, so now that's how I came up with my topics that I have lined up. Now what I did was I sit down and I wrote down ideas of what I thought the topics were. Now to search my topics, you just put in what you think and you put it in on YouTube, and you can see how many videos are made on that topic. And then if you think that topic is a good topic for you and you understand that topic, or you're decorating and you want to do for a season or do something, you always try to research and make sure that it all flows together. But I use Excel to work on my ideas. I sit up in my bed, to be a matter of fact, with my laptop, and I just start typing in topics. And as I put them in and I go down and I do my research on each one, then I come up with the ideas that I'm going to use for topics for the year. Now again, as I said, I have my difficulty level. I have beginner, intermediate, advanced, and advanced topics. Now this year on the video, on the cover, let me pull up one of the covers and show you. Why is it not? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Now what I did this year to help make it a little easier when you look at the video to see what type of video it is. Up here in the corner or down at the bottom, wherever it's a space for it, it'll have this meter telling you what level it is. Like this one here is intermediate level. So if you think this is something you want to look into or you want to learn it, then you come and you look at it and you see where it's going. Because I want to make sure that it's clear to everyone what level this particular lesson is on. Okay, now this lesson, as you see, it is on the intermediate level. And so this is something that you should already be doing as far as planning. I'm just breaking it down into more small, biteable steps. Some people use Notions, some use Trello. I prefer Excel spreadsheet because it's simple and I can access it anywhere. Now the template I'm giving you for free has all the pre-setups. You just need to fill in your video ideas. Number 4. Now you might be thinking, but what about trends? What about spontaneous ideas? Great question. Here is my rule. I have the 70-30 rule. 70% of your content is planned in advance. 30% is flexible for trends, spontaneous ideas, or timely topics. So if you plan to upload weekly 52 videos, plan 36 of them in advance and leave 16 or maybe 10 spots open for flexibility. When a trend pops up, you can jump on it without derailing your entire strategy. Also, do a monthly review. On the first Sunday of each month, review your plan. Adjust if needed. Plans aren't prisons. They're guidelines that reduce stress. Number 5. All right. Here's what I want you to do today. Action step number 1. Download my free 2026 content planning template. The link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Action step 2. Block out 4 hours this week and put it in your calendar. Treat it like a meeting that you cannot miss. Action step number 3. Follow the 4 steps I taught you and don't skip a step. Do them in order. Action number 4. Share your progress. Comment below when you completed your plan. I'll be checking the comments and cheering you on. Now, if you found this helpful, please hit the subscribe button down below. It tells YouTube to share this video to more creators who need it. Now, subscribe if you want more organization and time management content all year long. I've got 46 more videos planned for 2026. And seriously, download the template. It's completely free. No emails required. Just click the link and make a copy. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The links are below. I'd love to connect with you on there. I'll see you next Sunday where we dive into my Sunday reset routine. The weekly habits that keep me organized all year. Now go plan your content for 2026. It's your year and let's make it happen.